Olivia starts hyping herself. Her lips move, but no words come out. Olivia's head would occasionally bob in approval or shake in disapproval, too. There's a heavy tension building in my chest. The LED clock display in the carriage looks like it's going thrice as fast. I can't tell if time is going too fast or our train is going too slow. For the whole ride, she speaks silently to herself, probably rehearsing the new speech she just pieced together. Man, I love seeing her like this. With my phone, I check Google for the fastest way to the convention center. We're cutting it really close, made worse by my discovery. While I don't want to disrupt her concentration, we have to transfer lanes at the central station. Olivia's still lost in her rehearsal as I push her out the train and race through the full railway station. I curse the building's layout, the second line having been built what feels like miles away as I try to get us to it. At last I see it, a sign directing to where exactly the convention center tram is. Downstairs. With a silent curse, I beeline for the nearest elevator, Olivia's wheelchair becoming an incidental plow as we push through the late-night crowd. The elevator door looks positively ancient, but that doesn't matter. My full palm slaps at the button roughly as even more adrenaline pumps through my veins. Right now, I feel a sort of hyper-awareness. The rest of the world's going at a snail's pace as I repeatedly jab at the button. When the doors finally lurch open, I practically shove Olivia through, startling her from her thoughts at last. Ingo! We're gonna make it, we're gonna make it, we're gonna make it, we're gonna make it! Ingo! All at once, I feel my energy plateau. Slumping heavily against the handlebars of Olivia's wheelchair, my body finally registers how hard I pushed it. With a gasp, I'm floored completely, my lower body feeling excessively heavy as the muscles within my legs wail in pain. When the elevator doors reopen, Olivia thankfully wheels herself out. I hang onto her handlebars while I drag my feet after her. The transfer train is there, thankfully. We're gonna make it, Olivia! You said that already! Inko, are you alright? She peers back at me over her shoulder. I simply smile and swipe the sweat from my brow with my sleeve. Getting aboard the new train, I allow myself to collapse on the seat by Olivia. Olivia keeps looking at me with her moonshade silver eyes filled with worry. My only response is a tired smile and thumbs up. The second metro line goes just as fast as the first. 9:45. I don't dare interrupt Olivia here. She continues mashing all the right pieces together in her head. It's not just a speech. It's an all-new part of her she's suddenly awakened to. Inko. I glance over. She offers a hand and I take it. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. I gently grasp her hand for the rest of this metro ride. Eventually, we pull into the station. We're here. 9:57. It's right outside, a straight shot to the front door. The door's open, and a few couples start exiting. That's fine. People leave these things early all the time. A tinge of fear mars Olivia's face. I give her a reassuring smile and start pushing her out, past the inflow. The convention center is just up ahead, covered in what must be hundreds of feet worth of sparkling fairy lights. A 10-foot-tall Christmas tree stands near the entrance, topped with a star that pierces the night sky. I turn the corner to the parking lot, and the chatter of milling couples entering cars are walking past us to the metro. My pace slows to a walk. We can't have been that late, could we? There should be a few minutes to spare. There should be. As more couples trickle out the door, a tired figure stands at the door. It's Ben. He's holding the door open for a few more couples. I stop in front of him, and when he noses up, he stops and stares. Ben, what are you two doing here? It's over. Go home. We need to do cleanup. But the formal, it ends at 10. Ben raises an eyebrow. Everyone should still be in there, just getting ready to leave. I peek past Ben. The place is nearly empty. We needed to be out by 10. It's 2 minutes past. No. Look, Ben, it took some time, but trust me, we got it. We can call everyone back, use a speaker or something. Just let Olivia do a last-minute speech. A last-minute speech? Are you fucking kidding me? Olivia, you made a commitment, and you failed. Again. Like always, you throw this pity party for yourself, and someone else has to pick up your slack. You couldn't even drop the act for Iadakin. Well then, Olivia, you won. You abandoned Iadakin so you could run away with your boyfriend and pretend nothing ever happened. Congrats. Dude, holy shit! What the fuck is wrong with you? I get up in his face. Olivia tugs softly on my sleeve to pull me back. He sighs. I'm not getting worked up over this. You got a speech? Okay, let me hear it. I'll be your audience. Come on, Olivia. No. Thrilling. I'm moved to tears. Ben, what's gotten into you? Nothing. Just leave me be for the night, okay? And Olivia? Stop looking at me like that. He takes a step back and lets the door close. I feel Olivia's consistent tug on my sleeve. A deep exhale. It's not worth it. The walk back to the metro is silent. From us, at least. The chatter from the couples around us is lively. Tales of a night well spent, how fun it was, impromptu plans being made to visit each other's place for the night. But Olivia's just left out of it. She was so excited before. It's like someone clipped her wings. Someone. I'm not letting that guy live this down. A heavy gloom hangs above Olivia's head. Sitting silently in the empty car with her, any previous words I had to help are simply gone. Instead, I lean closer to her, my hand finding one of hers that's balled up tightly in her dress. My fingers softly unwrap hers, carefully disentangling them from the soft cloth in her grip. Her head tilts upright, just enough that I can see the fresh tears trailing down her cheeks. What's more, I take her face in my other hand, my thumb wiping away one track of tears from her. A sorrowful smile spreads across her lips, small and feeble on the verge of breaking. Rising from the seat just enough, I bring myself closer to Olivia. The hug is awkward and shaky from the rocking of the train car, but I keep tight hold of her, cradling her head against my chest. Olivia's tears soak into my suit jacket, already ruined from our failed attempt to get to the formal. I couldn't care less of the damn thing, though. All that matters right now is being here for Olivia. My front door opens easily enough as I slowly wheel Olivia into my home. I don't know who is more tired, but I know for a fact I'm in need of a change of clothes. Olivia? She simply responds with a non-committal grunt. I need to change out of this. Another grunt. With a gentle sigh, I set Olivia's hoodie on her lap. I'll take you to the guest room so you can change too, okay? A third grunt, but with a nod. After I bring the girl to the guest room on the ground floor, I scale my stairs slowly. Once away from Olivia, I finally feel the full weight of all my exertions tonight. My arms feel leaden, my legs a wobbly jelly. The want to just collapse and sleep drops violently on my shoulders. But I find the strength to haul myself into my room. It's a struggle to remove the sweat-soaked cloth from my body. Removing the undershirt almost made me slam face first into my wall. Inko? What? Ah! Yeah, that would have surprised me too a little bit, really so. Especially since you're on the second floor. Ow! The cool hard wood of my floor feels amazing on my scalding hot back, even if my tailbone feels bruised. Olivia's kneeling in my doorway, back in her usual hoodie. Seeing her concerned look helps to dull the pain. I'm fine. Good. She shuffles further into my room, her eyes roving over my walls thoroughly. Oh, well, I'm guessing that probably with this passage of time that her knees are okay now, I guess? Hopefully. I'd hate to think that she's, doing her further damage to her legs, even though she can't feel them. I consider standing, but my legs could use some reprieve. So I simply reach for the clean shirt I'd set aside and slide it on swiftly. Nice room. Thanks. My knees ache terribly as I shuffle after Olivia, uncaring about how it may ruin my dress slacks. Olivia plants herself at the foot of my bed, and I take the spot right next to her. Her hand finds mine immediately, and her head lands on my shoulder. We simply sit and relax like that. The stress from it all oozes off me as Olivia nuzzles against me. It's an odd sort of silent serenity that settles on us. No sound at all except for how breathing each puff of air taking... No sound at all except for how breathing? Okay, word choice error here? I think they probably might have meant slow breathing, really so? No sound at all except for slow breathing, each puff of air taking with it more and more of our otherworldly troubles. Inko? Her voice is soft and steady. I'm sorry. About tonight. It's all my fault. I lean my head against hers and shake it in rejection of her statement. It's fine, Olivia. I don't blame you for anything Ben said. But if I had realized sooner... I shake my head again. What matters is you figured it out. And I'm sure that Mr. Yadakin... Her breathing hitches at his name. I mean, you understand what's important. Yeah? Her head bob of agreement presses her silky hair against my cheek. What matters now is that we're together and enjoying the rest of the night, okay? She bobs her head again, and I can feel her anxious sigh escape her. So, what do you want to do? We could watch movies, or maybe I could show you some photos, or... Inko. I pause to hear out what she wants. I'd just like to stay here, with you. Of course. Another pause. But, well, what is it? Just name it, Olivia, and I'll do my best. Well, could you turn the lights off? The lights? Okay, so, before we go any further, just as a reminder is that I did turn on Safe for Work, so just as a heads up, really, to keep in mind here. I mean, if something does come up, is that there's going to be absolutely no way that I am going to actually have this in the video. So, if something does come up, if you notice a skip of some sort, you'll just have to buy the game and figure and go see it yourself. Yeah. Those lights? The one with the switch all the way back at my doorway? My legs are practically cinder blocks with how heavy they feel. But if that's what she wants... of course. Sheer brutal agony lances through my sore leg, but I manage to get to my feet. I swear I hear snickering as I slowly shuffle to this light switch. Must be my imagination. Once I manage to get to the wall, it's a simple matter to flick the switch off and douse my room in evening darkness. There's a gasp from Olivia, and I can just manage a turn without collapsing on myself. Olivia? The stars, Inko. Stars? In the dim moonlight filtering into my room, I could see Olivia's head turned towards my windows. Huh. No wonder they made the suburbs out here. I guess? Olivia shifts back to her knees and moves to my window. Wow. You like stargazing? My dad used to take me out. The nebulas I saw back then, those colors, they've always stuck with me, swirling around in my thoughts. Managing the steps needed to reach the window, I stand next to Olivia and look through the window. It's a clear night with the moon only a quarter waning, I never considered it, but these new suburbs don't have too much light pollution. Unlike Olivia's neighborhood. How long has it been since she's seen a night sky like this? My legs finally reach their tipping point, and I find myself collapsing into my desk chair. When my arm lands on my desk, my hand lands on something. Oh, it's my camera. Say, Olivia. Huh? Would you like a better view? Of the sky? Here. I find my tripod and search my desk for my biggest camera lens. After some practice to set up, the camera's pointed right out my window, aimed at the cosmos above. And then the whole thing is connected to my computer. Presto! Our very own observatory. The screen fills with a beautiful high-definition feed from the camera. I slide at the computer chair to show Olivia. Wow! Want to come see? I move to get out of the chair so she can have a turn. But in a flash of movement betraying her tired exterior, Olivia forced herself into the chair right on my legs. Feeling her weight pressed into me is... nice. It's really nice. I carefully aim the tripod, bit by bit, aiming at the various sights in the sky. We see a distant nebula swirling around in blue and purple. It's only barely visible, but it's there. I should paint something like this sometime. I bet it'd be really pretty. I don't think I could do it justice. You don't think so? I'd like to see you give it a shot. I catch something in the stream for just a second. Hold it. Slowly now. I know I just saw something. Oh. Is that? I think it is. A shooting star, up close for us to see. Nobody else in the city gets to see this. You want to make a wish? Olivia thinks to herself and turns her head to look at me. You saw it first. Are those the rules? Alright. A wish. Okay, think fast. I wish things will turn out okay. That sounds good. For some reason, I always think you're supposed to pray a bit when you do this. Whoops. I look away from the monitor and smile at Olivia. So? I don't want to tell you. Besides, I think it's already coming true. Olivia rolled her eyes, though the screen lit up her smile too. Feeling her snuggle further into me, we continued looking at the celestial bodies that hung over us. My arms wrapped around her midriff, holding her as close as possible. It's how we spent the night together. Just us and the stars, and nothing else of the world. The purr reverberating from Olivia and through my chest slowly soothed us both to sleep. Yes, that wish is coming true. A month has passed since that night. I held Olivia, she held me, and things were okay. Just for a while. After everything she'd been through, Olivia needed something to help lift the burdening weight from her shoulders. Thankfully, the next day marked the beginning of winter break, and we ended up spending most of it together. Most of the time it was just hanging out at each other's houses, watching shows and playing games. She even taught me how to get guts to perform tricks. It was simplistic, but those intimate moments with her were memories I'll cherish for as long as I live. I even got to spend Christmas and New Year's with her and the Payne family. It was the closest thing to having a real family I've experienced in years. In those 2 weeks, I never felt more connected to Olivia. Time marches on, though, and... the future draws closer, day by day. The first semester ended last week, and this week, along with the new syllabuses for this semester. We've also been given our college prep packets, along with a number of different application forms. There's so many that my cramped backpack can't fit them. Looking through the varying sheets, I feel confident in most of my choices, most of which are within the city. And I hope... Oh, here's my stop. Holding the 2 overfilled folders to my chest, I make my exit and head for my usual destination. Minding the numerous papers in my arms, I gently push open the door to the Payne residence. It's open! I know, Randy. Thanks. The head of the house and Vinny are at the dining room table, working on his homework together. Hey, Inky. Livy's in her room. Vinny, stay focused. Thanks, Vinny. I ruffle the little dino's hair as I pass him by. Pushing through my girlfriend's bedroom door, I come to see her. Okay, hold on a second. It's just, this all came at me so suddenly, like I suddenly blanked, really, on, like, how to actually go about saying this. Let me read this over for just a quick second.
Oh, look at me. Oh, look at me. It's perfectly fine for me to ignore your in-frames and one-shot you with some bullshit oversized turd-looking sword.
Raging once again at one of her laptop games. If it makes you angry, why don't you switch to another game?
No, I'm almost enjoying my anger.
She snorts and shuts the game off, twisting around so I can hug her on her bed.
Hey, Iko.
Hey. Olivia sweeps her laptop aside to give me room. I allow my backpack to drop to the floor and set one of the overpacked folders on Olivia's lap. She groans and flops backwards.
Come on, Inko. It's Friday.
It's Thursday, actually. That isn't coursework, though. Olivia sits back and checks the folder.
Then what is... Oh, these.
Leaning over, I pull out her actual classwork from my backpack and set the sheets on her lap. Yeah, it's really starting to pile up. It's a bit of work getting your teachers to pass the stuff along to me. There's probably a week's worth of stuff this time.
Groovy. Do we really need to?
Yes. Come on, I know most of this stuff, so this'll be a cinch. I get the first assignment out and use a binder as a clipboard, ready to start. The first assignment was just some busy work with crossword puzzles involving state capitals. While Olivia lazily drags her mechanical pencil across the page filling it out, I bring it up. I miss you. At school. It's not the same without you around. School's been back in session for nearly a month now. At first, Olivia was eager to return. Then she just skipped a day. Then 2 days in a week. This entire last week, she's just been absent. Oh boy. Oh boy. This. Oh dear. Okay, well, I get a bad feeling about this, but continuing. Ever since that night, she's just lost more and more motivation to graduate. It's the least I can do to try to stop it. I'm willing to help her here. Damien and Liz miss you too.
Sorry, I'll probably go tomorrow.
Probably? Olivia, I'm worried for you. You're right at the finish line. It scares me seeing you get senioritis like this.
It's not senioritis. Well, it sort of is.
She does a little hand gesture and sighs.
I just don't see the point. Nothing I'm going to do benefits from a high school diploma. Right?
I don't think that's true. You can't be too sure of anything. Olivia blows air out of her nose. I place a hand on Olivia's shoulder. Please, Olivia, just do this for me. She stares back, a twinge of fear in her eyes.
All right. Just for you. I'll consider it.
Thanks. We keep working away at the pile of assignments. A few papers in, Olivia thinks to boot up her laptop and play some ambient metal for us. She occasionally asks my opinion on a song, self-conscious if I like it or not. At a point, Mr. Payne lets us know he's heading out for some errands. This is pretty nice, getting to teach Olivia what she'd miss in our classes and keeping her up to speed. Dare I say, the schoolwork is even relaxing. Less so the busy work, more so that we're together. About halfway in and an hour later, there's a loud knock at the door.
That doesn't sound like anyone's here.
Blah, 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 blah. Try again, Holmes.
That doesn't sound like anyone here's knock.
You can tell?
Yeah? Could be a package delivery.
I'll go get it then. I give Olivia's shoulder a little rub while I get up. She tries nipping my sleeve. It's still pretty cold out, so I shouldn't take too long to get it. If it's a package, it may be something that's not good to leave out. I open the door. Ben?
Hey, Inko.
Instantly, my enthusiasm is drained. What is it? He's starting to shiver in the freezing, huddling to himself.
Look, Inko. Can I come in for a moment?
No. What do you want? He sighs.
Listen, I know things didn't go well when we last talked. We didn't leave on good terms. I'm here because of Olivia. Why is she not coming to school?
None of your business.
She needs to keep her grades up.
I feel my lips instinctively curl my expression into a grimace.
What?
Fuck off, dude.
No, this is serious.
Why the hell do you think this is something you need to be involved with? I'm working on it.
Are you? She's about to lose her eligibility for graduation. She's going to flunk out.
My fingers dig into the wood of the doorway. I had figured, but she hasn't missed that many. Olivia's completed all the assignments and... How close?
Dangerously close. Close enough that I got the memo.
What do I do then?
We need to convince her to go back. Some people keep letting her get away with it by handing her pity points, but there should be no excuse when the situation is this dire.
What do you mean by some people?
Inko, it's obvious that they are only encouraging her to fall further into the abyss. If you keep enabling her to slack off, she's never going to improve. You have to know on some level. I know you know I'm right. So if you're not going to do anything about it in a meaningful way, then I'll tell her myself.
Ben has the audacity to try to walk past me, but I shut him down with a firm hand to his chest. Why can't you get the idea, Ben? Olivia wants nothing to do with you.
I'm trying to do what's best for her.
Ben starts yelling at near the top of his lungs.
Olivia! Please, just hear me out. I'm just trying to help you.
Ben, stop.
Just let me talk to you and stop!
Just stay away from us before you make things even worse. Ben stands there, unable to form any more words. For a while, I can't either. You psycho. Okay, before proceeding, really, then, is that Ben indeed does have a point, really, okay. The problem here that Inko faces is that he is the boyfriend. He's too close to the situation in order to offer the outside perspective that sometimes some people might need, very likely Olivia in this situation, to get the swift kick to the head to get things together. She had started to get that. She started to get that on the night of the formal, really, when she had that moment of inspiration, but everything got drained out of her in the instant when she knew and realized that she actually had failed. She wasn't given the choice. She wasn't given the option to make up for it. She wasn't given a pity point. She had truly failed then at this point. And Ben does have a point as well in the fact is that she needs to be told straight out that she's failing. Is that perhaps have it coming from Ben, who is completely on the outside and who more or less could be seen as like an antagonist to her, would be enough for her to get her to realize that she needs to be putting a lot more effort into things instead of just, well, how she has kind of like wallowed away again as well. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm putting this like the best way possible, especially since I'm just going about this at the spur of the moment. But I do have to say is that Ben is right. Ben is right. She needs to stop being coddled. She needs to be told that she needs to get going, that she needs to move on. Is that she's about to lose something that she more or less needs. Because, you know, there's not a lot of stuff that you can actually do, or at least be quote unquote more or less qualified appropriately for without a GED, really. So, um, yes, there are things that you can get that are beneficial and can help without a GED. It's just the idea is that as far as I understand it, or at least look at it, the GED is what tells employers and people is that you're able to start something and finish it entirely, and that's a big problem here. So anyway, again, I'm getting too far off base again. All right, going back. We're going back into the story. Sorry for my asides. Outside Olivia's room, I dread turning the doorknob. If I'm lucky, she just cranked up the music that whole time and thinks that was just a delivery. It's a nice little fantasy. I know better than that, though. The music's already turned off. She turned it down when I opened the door. I sigh and open up. Yep. Olivia's huddled on the bed, holding her knees tight. All my work is crumpled and torn, cast aside off her bed. Damn it. I was close. Olivia.
Sorry. I can't.
I ignore the sound of the paper being crushed beneath my foot. My arm slowly wraps around Olivia, drawing her to my chest in a gentle hug. Through her wobbling gasps of breath, she whimpers a mantra of apologies. We were so close. I think. Biting back a frustrated growl, I instead focused entirely on comforting Olivia. We were managing, at least. Today would have been the day. But Ben. With a clear shake of my head, I returned my attention to Olivia, who was finally quieted down. Olivia. Her arms hold her legs more tightly. It'll be fine, Olivia. Her arms ease. We'll figure things out. I promise we'll figure things out. No, Inko. You should tell her straight and plain. That's what she needs. She needs to be told the truth. Not coddled like you're doing so right now. The rest of the school year is a blur to me. Days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into months. It didn't even hit me that I was graduating until the day finally came. Being handed my diploma, shaking Scalar's hand, it felt almost surreal. It was the moment that I had been anticipating the entire year, and I finally achieved it. Although, it didn't feel quite as fulfilling knowing Olivia was sitting with the audience rather than beside me. Regardless, I don't have the time to dwell on the past. I need to worry about our future, and that means supporting her. I didn't even bother to check where the acceptance letter had come from, only that it was still here in Volcadera. It was simply a matter of going through the motions, filling a schedule, talking with the counselors, choosing whatever programs. The content didn't matter, just the need to get somewhere, for both of us. The late March rain patters on my windshield. Pollen's going to start being a problem soon. Man, I can't wait to just relax. Today sucked. Between the yelling, almost getting hit by a car, all the running everywhere, I'm exhausted. I think of Olivia and... yeah. It's all worth it. I can't wait to get back home. Spring break finally rolled around. All my coursework is finished and submitted just in time. I even had the time to compose cordial well wishes to all my professors. That leaves all my responsibilities ticked off my mental bucket list. The next 2 weeks are completely open for the two of us to enjoy. It's been a while since we were able to go out somewhere. Maybe I should plan something romantic. Maybe something to get real fresh air and take advantage of the weather before I end up congested. Like camping. That'd be a lot of fun. I entertained myself with these thoughts the rest of the way home. The lo-fi hip-hop station currently playing helped a lot too. Olivia's recently gotten into it and... Okay, whoops. My bad there. I accidentally pressed the button. Hold on a second. Boop. Look at the history. Olivia's recently gotten into it and wanted me to give it a listen. Gotta say, it's pretty good. Finally, I arrive at my flat. It's a smaller, cozy place. Not that I can't afford something more luxurious, it's just something that spoke to Olivia and I. I shift the car into park and pull the key from the ignition, sighing in relief. There we go. This is a little bit more spacious. This is a lot more spacious than the one that we had in the last ending. A small staircase later, and I'm at the front door, unlocking it quickly and stepping inside. Wait. Staircase? Does the place have an elevator? I certainly hope so. Seems awkward. It's quiet, as usual. Olivia's usually working around this time, too. I quietly push her door open. She sat quietly in front of her drawing tablet, carefully painting a dramatic landscape. The colors of the digital screen shine off her visage, tinting her gentle smile with all sorts of exotic colors. I caught her at a good time. She looks stunning. Seeing her hard at work, combined with the ambient lighting of the room, is a painting all on its own. When she sees me, the corners of her mouth pick up, and I see a bit of that sparkle in her eyes. She waves to me and mouths out a silent message.
I made club sandwiches. Yours is in the fridge.
I return a thumbs up.
I'll be out in a bit. Let me wrap up here.
Gently, I shut the door to not make a sound.
Sorry about that, guys. I'll need to start wrapping up soon, so...
She's a streamer! Our kitchen gets a decent amount of use, but is kept pretty tidy. Every now and again when I see some culinary doodad, I'll pick it up for Olivia. I open the fridge. Inside is a leftover pizza box, a half-gallon of milk, a stray can of soda, and some dwindling bags of fruit. I guess Olivia used the last of our actual food for lunch. I'll need to go shopping soon. And of course the sandwich Olivia made, wrapped up all fancy for me. There's even an olive spike through the top of the toothpick. Looks good. I grab the soda and shut the door. Ordinarily I'd sit at the table, but the couch is too inviting to my sore back. Olivia should be done with her stream soon. Maybe I should rent a movie or something. And before I take the first bite of the sandwich, the bedroom door creaks open. In the corner of my eye, I watch as my girlfriend tries to surreptitiously sneak towards me on hands and knees. While she has miniature gator skin bags beneath her eyes, I can clearly see the mischievous glimmer in her mirror-like irises. Pretending not to notice her, I chew on delicious sandwich meat until I feel a sharp tug on my wrist. Her jaw is wrapped around it, gently gnawing on my limb. She lets go once I look at her, and I keep my hand held out so she can take it. Once she does, it's a simple matter of drawing her up and onto the couch beside me. She sniffs the air and follows the smell to my club, which she also nips at. Hey!
Give me some.
One bite.
Ah.
One human bite. She crunches off the other end, and I follow up with my next bite. It's good. Olivia's cooking is always wonderful. She's definitely upset about something. Hey, something got you down? You seem low energy.
Nah, don't worry about it. Just some heckler when I was wrapping up the stream. Don't worry about it. How was your day?
Oh man, it was nuts. I barely had time to finish my last assignments to avoid homework. Like all the other students were in a rush too. Then there was some stupid bug with the submission website. Really exhausting day. And some prick nearly rear-ended me with his pickup. Ugh. But I did get my schedule cleared. This spring break is all ours.
Ah, nice.
How was your day?
Oh, I just streamed.
All day? Nice. Have you reached 5,000 followers?
Yeah, I did.
That's nice. Hopefully her career really takes off soon. Truthfully, I worry for her a bit. Uh, yeah. I was thinking we could arrange a day out sometime. Go on a little vacation during the break.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, does it sound like fun? Come on. We need to get out more.
I went out last week.
Huh?
Okay, I get your point. Yeah, sounds fun.
Where would you want to go?
A park, maybe? I still don't know what's around here.
I think there's a few public parks around. It'll be like when we saw the bluffs. Oh, you know what? We haven't ever gone back to Volcaldera.
We live in Volcadera, you dork.
I meant the city. We should go check it out. I bet the Paynes would love to have us over. Olivia flinches. What do you say? Little trip down memory lane?
Come on, it's only been a year.
I think it'd be fun to feel the coastal breeze again.
Not yet.
Olivia fidgets.
I don't want the Paynes to see me yet.
Well, why not?
When I left, I didn't leave on the best of forms. I could tell they were unsure if I'd ever make something of myself and make things work for me. Heck, I wanted to prove I could before I left. But now, it's been a whole year, and what do I have to show?
Hey, 5,000 followers is not something to sneeze at, okay? Really? So, I mean, there are... that would basically put you as, like, probably, I would guess, maybe, like, close to, like, at least 100 average viewers, really, so, during a stream. That, is that, I can't say for certain, but that certainly sounds appropriate. Is that, so you're a small-time streamer, but you've got at least a following, really, so that's nothing really to sneeze at, especially in a year. And I'm guessing is that maybe your whole focus is just, like, art streams. I mean, that's still something. It's that, give yourself a little bit more, of a boost there, Olivia. Nothing to sneeze at.
I don't even make enough to cover my share of rent.
I mean, okay, yeah, that can be a little disheartening, yes. Olivia. My hand lays atop hers and curls over her fingers. Would Randy or Sophia care?
Well...
Come on, we both know they'd just love to see you again. Her fidgeting eases and a smile creeps slowly on her lips.
Yeah. I guess.
I'll shoot them a text later, okay? She looks up and nods happily. After that, then... I don't know. How about camping? I can look into local campsites.
That sounds nice. Yeah.
Alright. Hey, you up for a movie or something? She nods. Using the remote, I browse for something decent. Oh, they added a bunch of old kaiju movies. Nice. We finally settled in for a night of cheesy rubber suit monster movies. At some point, Olivia's tail had wrapped around my waist, and bodily dragged me to her. Slowly the sun fades down, leaving us only illuminated by the television screen.
I'm sorry, Inko.
For what?
Well...
My arm wrapped around her shoulders pulls her as close as possible.
For... everything.
With a derisive snort, I shake my head. You haven't done anything to be sorry for, Olivia.
Exactly! I've done nothing!
Even in the duskiness of the room, I can see her hurt-filled eyes. I plant the most chaste of kisses on her nose, eliciting a giggle from her. I wouldn't say that. You've done so much more than you know. For me, goes unsaid. But Olivia gets the message, and her head sinks onto my chest. It's a bit difficult to pull my phone out with Olivia's tail in the way, but I manage. Mrs. Payne. Sophia would like to have lunch or... Sophia, would you like to have lunch or something tomorrow?
What are you doing?
Sending that text. Oh, absolutely, sweetie. We haven't heard a thing from either of you for so long. Why don't we get brunch? How would brunch with the pain sound, Liv?
Okay. It's been a while since I had Auntie's waffles after all.
Brunch sounds good. Wonderful. Remember, brunch. I accept the automated schedule update on my phone and let it drop onto the couch cushion. And return to our movie marathon. I always love seeing the old cinematography tricks in action, and Olivia's enjoying the cheesy battles. Well, we both are enjoying that part. It's made even better after I order a pizza. At some point, Olivia falls asleep leaning against me. I find it hard to stay awake, too. The morning sun greets us as we exit the flat together. I take the moment to bask in its warmth, breathing deeply the crisp spring air.
Excuse you, Inko.
Olivia, the correct term is bless you? I mean, yeah, that's what you're supposed to say. I'm not sure where you would get that idea. My hand is quick to rub my nose clear of any pollen. Sorry, Liv. Anyway, where are we heading first? Olivia ponders it as she wheels herself to the car. She sways idly in her chair, really considering where we'd spend the morning. Finally, she speaks up when I hold the door open for her.
Well, Auntie Soph said it'd be a brunch.
We've got a couple hours. Olivia climbs into the passenger seat carefully as I hold her wheelchair for her. It's become second nature at this point to collapse the chair and store it safely in the back seat.
I, kinda wanted to take a trip down memory lane.
Memory lane. Got it. Got the directions? Now in the driver's seat, Olivia has her phone out and connected to the car's older radio.
The old financial district first, then.
With a nod, I shift the car into reverse and carefully back out of our parking space. Once we're on the road proper, Olivia sets the tone of our trip. The song is fast and upbeat. And with just a hint of Pakinese. Glancing at her, I see that she's checked out completely, her eyes cast on the passing view through her window. She won't be for too long, thankfully, since getting back home is easy if you know which backroads to take. As we pass through a congested section of downtown, Olivia lowers the music and speaks up.
Inko?
I turn to her and see her face pressed to the window. What is it?
That building. The one right there.
Looking to where she's pointing, I see an older building that's vaguely familiar. After I squint at it for way too long, Olivia supplies the answer.
It's the old arcade.
Her voice is low. Taking a closer look at the building, I finally realized why I couldn't recognize it. The paint looks fresh, and there's a different sign above it. Oh, it must have been bought by someone.
Yeah.
Do you want to check it out? We've got the whole day after all. With the heavy traffic of the main road, Olivia has the time to consider deeply. Finally, she sighs and shakes her head.
It's too early anyway. In fact, I think it's too early for Old Town, too. I doubt anything interesting will be open.
Oh. Well, any other places you want to see then? The light ahead finally changes and we start down the street again, but Olivia's eyes never leave the old arcade building. It's when even I can't see it from the rearview window that Olivia decides.
I'd like to see the bluffs, actually. Might look nice early in the morning.
That is a bit more of a drive. In a totally different direction. But sounds good. Turning the steering wheel to the side, the car starts down another side road towards the highway. Are you excited to go hiking again?
Hiking? I mean, we don't have to walk the entire thing, do we?
I just figured it'd be nice to do it again. I suppressed the word exercise from my mind. It'd be nice to recreate our first real date.
Yeah, it would.
Silence washes over the car as we both silently reminisce on our visit a year ago. It seems like so long ago now, even though it's been just a year. As I slow to a crawl in response to a silver SUV cutting me off, Olivia begins tapping on my arm furiously.
Inko, look!
Huh? She points at something out of my window. I shift my gaze to follow. To our left lies our old high school, St. Hammond. Wow, I didn't even recognize where we were.
Can we stop and visit?
It's a Saturday.
It might still be open. There's clubs on Saturday.
There are some cars left in the parking lot. However, seeing Olivia become so adamant about wanting to check out the school, even after everything that happened last year, a part of me hopes that Olivia's finally found her missing resolve. Let's give it a shot then. I engage in some questionably illegal driving maneuvers to get us in the left lane, and take us right into the school's parking lot. The place is still pretty empty, so we're able to park real close to the front entrance. Although we'd get prime parking anyway due to this fancy sticker I got. I quickly look around for a place to park, pulling to the side of the road and turning the vehicle off. I step out of the car and make for the trunk to set up Olivia's wheelchair. It doesn't take long before we're taking the short walk up the path again. Yeah, it doesn't take long before we're taking the short walk up the path. The mural is as beautiful as ever, looming over us like the sacred guardian of the school. There are lights on inside. Olivia hesitates, hovering her hand just above the door handle. She pushes in, and the cool air-conditioned breeze is let out, along with the very familiar scent of the facility. Inside, it looks just like how we left it. Is it really okay for us to be here? Olivia glances around nervously and shrugs.
I don't know why we wouldn't.
Well, normally students are supposed to call ahead or wait for a reunion. Olivia jumps.
Miss Scalar!
Hello, you two. What brings you back to St. Hammond? Ah, well, it's spring break for me, so we wanted to take the day and just, go around. I see, Inko. And are you on break too, Olivia? Her several eyes cast downward for a moment. Olivia?
Yeah, on break too, Miss Scalar.
The older woman's gaze shifts between Olivia and I. I see. Well then. With a sigh, the principal turns and starts heading down the hall. Come on, you two will need visitors' passes then. Olivia doesn't budge. Olivia? Don't think she heard me. Taking Olivia's handlebars, I move to catch up with Miss Scalar. Everything looks just like I remember it. The hallways, the lockers, even some of the posters. The principal smiles wryly. It's only been a year, Inko. Give it some time, at least. What do you mean? We turn and enter a hallway that's permanently ingrained in my memories. The gala. Well, the district's currently looking over a proposal we'd submitted. Hopefully St. Hammond will have a brand new wing in the coming years. Oh? 4 more classrooms, then? Something like that. The administration felt that we should have a dedicated area for the extracurricular classes. St. Hammond's was always focused on the arts, so that means... It's an art wing? She nods and enters her office. After a moment, she comes back with a clipboard and some large name tapes. With some large name tapes. For now, just sign this. Don't worry about disturbing any clubs today. There's only the Tabletop Games Club in the library. Oh, sounds like a bunch of nerds! Anyway. I fill out the sheet for both Olivia and I, and hand the clipboard back. Before Miss Scalar returns to her office, though, she kneels before Olivia. And, Miss Halford... The voice surprises Olivia and her head tilts back up to look at the principal.
Yes?
I hope this break helps with whatever is on your mind. You may not be an official alumni, but you are a former student of St. Hammond. Before Olivia can respond, Miss Scalar stands upright and re-enters her office. So, what now? Olivia glances down the halls to our left and right.
I want to sit at my old spot. At Dawkins' class.
Olivia lets go of my wrist with her tail and starts moving herself along. I follow closely behind, remaining silent so I don't break her focus. It's clear that there's a lot of emotion swirling through her. She looks up the staircase and then continues to the elevator around the corner. Oh, I didn't think this far ahead. Oh, we don't got the key, do we? If you need, I can carry you up. Olivia reaches into her chair pocket and pulls it out. She still had it. The elevator door slides open like it always has for us. Another bout of nostalgia waves over me, of all the times Olivia and I rode it. One memory stands out, though. Both of us huddled together in fear, and... The door opens, and I breathe in the fresh outside air again. I always loved the open hallway up here. Olivia rolls ahead past the rooms. 231, 232, 233, 234. Olivia stares at the nameplate. It now reads, Miss Frizzer. She sighs. After a moment, I reach ahead and open the door for her. Inside is pretty similar. There's obviously some new decorations. The teacher's desk has a different clutter of papers on it. But it's the same classroom. Olivia rolls inside. I watch her carefully move the chair by her old desk so she can use it. It's still. Should I enter? After a moment, she glances at me and pats the desk next to hers. I've been granted entry. When I take my seat, bits and pieces of my second day here surface within my mind.
It's still here.
Olivia's finger is tracing something. It's a little indent in her wooden desk. The one she used as an inkwell. How'd you ever get away with doing that?
The teacher was cool with it.
She smiles. We both stare ahead to the front of the classroom. It's like the two of us showed up early for the day. And any minute now, an energetic Terra will waltz in, dramatically flapping his wings. There to take us on another learning adventure. Ready to give his all to teach us the values and craft of art. Olivia doesn't cry. Her fingers weakly tap against the desk. But she doesn't cry. After a while, she speaks up.
You ready?
Are you? She looks over with a slight smile.
Yeah.
I get up and push our chairs back in their original spots. Leaving, I turn around for one last look. I know Olivia is as well. It probably really is the last time. I gently shut the door behind us. Bye. We ended up taking a short tour of the rest of the school. Seeing the sights once more, the auditorium, the atrium, even the cafeteria. I got us some of our old favorites from the vending machine. On the way out, we passed through the gala once more. I wonder. I stop at the trophy case. Olivia hears my footsteps have stopped and turns. Her landscape is gone. In its place, a plaque. Olivia gently rolls up to the glass case. I step aside for her. It holds an etched stone slab and several photographs illuminated by dim yellow lights. Surrounded by all the award-winning works of art by his students. And etched into the top of the polished stone lies his name embossed in gold leaf. Mr. Trent Iadakin, 201,1986 to 201,2023 BC. Olivia's hands clasp over her mouth. Olivia, are you? She shakes her head and lets her hands drop to her lap.
Inko?
Olivia rolls back to the front office. Inside, Principal Scaler looks up from a sheet she was filling out.
Ah, done with your sightseeing already?
Though her tone is shaky, Olivia smiles and nods.
Yes. Miss Scaler,
Olivia wheels to her desk. They share a look, though I can't see what Olivia's doing from the entryway. But the principal, I see her face fall into a saddened frown. They're whispering, and Miss Scaler's eyes are even getting misty. She wipes her face and nods, taking a blank sheet from her desk and writing on it. Olivia accepts the paper.
Thank you, Miss Scaler.
Of course. And Miss Scaler's frown transforms into a simple smile. Oh my gosh, she is actually smiling! Is the world coming to an end? Miss Scaler is actually smiling? Ah, my goodness, really. She actually does have more than one expression. Hooray!
I'll always be here at St. Hammond if you ever wish to talk, Olivia. That goes for you as well, Inko.
Right. Thanks, Miss Scaler. Olivia turns and leaves the office, wheeling past me. Hey, Olivia, what's up? She doesn't respond, instead heading straight for the school's exit. Following after her, I finally catch a glimpse of Olivia's face. Her face is set with determination. I have to move ahead and open the doors open for Olivia, who beelines straight for our parked car. Olivia, wait up! She finally stops next to the passenger door and returns to me. What's going on? Sophia isn't expecting us for another hour.
Good. We have time then.
Time? Do you want to go somewhere else?
Yes, I need...
Her voice hitches, but she still forces the words out.
I need to go see him.
See who? She thrusts the paper forward to me for me to read. Oh. I think I have an idea. We're nearly there. It's not that far away, only a 10-minute drive. But a combination of dread and anticipation makes it feel like 10 hours. In the seat next to me, Olivia stares at the elevator key in her hand. Part of me thought she would have returned it. Maybe someday. It's not like they can't just make another for a few dollars. It's just important to her. Hope it doesn't rain. As we pull into the parking lot, I take hold of her other hand. I can feel the nervous vibrations through our connected palms, and yet her fingers intertwine with mine tightly. It's a solemn place. The grounds are well kept, but still creep up onto the old pavement. I help Olivia out of the car once more. The wind is picking up a little. We pass through the arching metal gate. She looks around at the sea of tombstones, completely lost. Yeah, this was one of the possibilities that I thought would happen.
How are we going to find it here?
I don't know. Let's just start.
I should have asked for more details.
Don't worry, we have time. I push Olivia along the gravel trails, past rows and rows of graves, or, on rare occasions, a small mausoleum. Without the plot number, we have to scan over each tombstone carefully. Olivia's breathing picks up.
There! I think it's that one!
She's pointing to a small tombstone 1 row ahead. Without hesitation, I pivot and push Olivia forward to it. It's a similar plaque to the one at the school. Instead of engraved gold letters, it's simply carved into the stone. Olivia holds a hand out for a bit and lets it fall back into her lap. We found it. For a while, we rest in silence, just looking at the inscription on it. His teachings will continue on into the new generation. I'm startled when Olivia pushes herself out of her wheelchair. She kneels before the small tombstone, and I move to kneel beside her. Olivia?
I'm fine. It's just, I want to finally tell him, Inko.
It takes me only a moment to recall what she's referring to. It was nearly a year ago. That night that invades my dreams from time to time. I nod, laying a hand on her shoulder in solidarity. All right, Olivia. She looks at me and smiles a very fragile smile, and then begins.
Mr. Iodakin, you were a lot of things for me. You taught me so much, everything I know when it came to art. And you tried to teach me about myself. Show me a way to live my life that was better than how I was back then. You used to grate on me when you would lecture me about my feelings. But I know you did it because you gave a damn. You gave a damn about me, about everyone around you. Even when I was being stupid and trying to hide away from everything, you came into my life and showed me that the world wasn't as bad as I saw it.
Olivia's eyes turned to me, and I could see the tears flowing freely down her cheeks and over her shaky smile.
You were right about him too, Mr. Iodakin. I'm grateful to have had you as a mentor. I promise, from now on, to you and to everyone, that I'll live my life unshackled by doubt and fear, like you had always taught me to. Thank you, Mr. Iodakin.
Olivia sits back. I hate to think of how all of that was weighing on her this whole time. But it's gone now.
And thank you, Inko. I know it's been hard, and you've done so much for me. I promise I'll get better. I promise I'll be someone worth it all.
I shut my eyes and move in to hug Olivia.
Thank you so much for giving me the time. I love you.
I love you too, Olivia.
I'll get better.
Wow, okay. There we go. That was ending 3. Okay. I do have to admit is that I was tearing up with that final goodbye, really so. And I have to say is that although this ending isn't like completely happy, hunky-dory ideal, though, is that I still say that this is indeed a good ending, a quote-unquote good ending. I don't think I would say it's probably the best ending, really, so that one might be reserved for ending 1, really, so that would be my first guess, really, so, but I think it was still actually a pretty good choice for, because us not being able to get to the formal in time, it still created enough tension to keep going through the epilogue here with this. I do have to say is that I do have to praise Cavemanon for their writing with this, and I'm sure that this whole project took absolute years in order to actually try and get all figured out, really, so. A lot of care was put into how things built along, and even still decided to just, like, give subtle twists and turns that are more or less more realistic, instead of having just be, this is the good ending, this is the bad ending, this is the blah ending, really, so, but, that's my doodle! That's my doodle! It's my freaking doodle! Ah! Okay, wow, okay. So I guess is that what that whole purpose was for? Because I don't remember ever seeing that before in the last ending, so. Oh, my goodness, okay. But this, though, okay. Ending 3 of 4. Does it give us a title for it? So, Nope. Okay. And ending 3. And get ending 3. That's all it says. Get ending 3. Alright, ending 3 got. But my goodness. Okay, so this episode has been a little long. If not, I probably had, like, broke this into 2 different ones, really, so. But this ending is definitely more satisfying, in my mind. Although not the best ending, I figured in order to get that, we might have to, like, try and max out the Inko and Olivia scores. I think that's probably it. As well as probably getting the Ben story ending, because then doing that, you open up all the other additional choices and get the chance for additional points, really, so. But I am honestly going to leave it here for this. Is that if you are all interested in seeing the other endings we did not cover, I greatly encourage you to go ahead and buy this game as well and check it out yourselves. It's still available on Steam. It's only a little more than a year old, really, at this time. Probably about, it came out February of 2024, so it's, let's see, it would be May. Yeah, it's May now, really, so. So only have been about, like, 15, 16 months, really, so. But I think that's it. I don't necessarily have much of any other words really to say other than just praising all of the effort that was put into the story of this game, as well as all of the visuals. Is that great praise to Cavemanon and their team for putting this all together. And if they ever do come out with something more, or something completely different, like another visual novel, I'd totally be interested in seeing and taking time to go through all of that as well. But this has been I Wani Hug That Gator. Thank you all very, very much for sticking with me this long through this, and I will see you all again next time.